What's up, you guys? Daniel Friedel, Jason Beber, Phoenix Jiu-Jitsu. Thought we'd kind of document some of the standing, more of like a self-defense attitude. Personally, I don't think I've cut, take, whatever people do.
Take two.
Take two. Welcome back. Daniel Friedel, Jason Beber, Phoenix Jiu-Jitsu. Let's look at some standing options in more of a self-defense kind of light. First, let's talk about some do's and don'ts. I never want my partner to invade my personal space. So if I'm out at a bar or a restaurant, whatever, somebody's upset, that's out, right? I have failed if I let someone in my space, especially someone I don't know. So on the event that someone is upset, I don't go walking with my hands down, my head down, up close to them where they can strike me. It's always a bad plan. So the first thing I like to do is get my hands up. So I don't want to ball my fist up and tell them like, hey, I'm trying to fight. No, I'm just like, hey man, what's going on? And I'm going to take a half a step back with one foot. This is just basic strategy, right? Now I can't be pushed over and fall down in some weird way. Look, I build a little bit of a base, put my hands up, man, I don't want any problems, right? So first thing is, I don't have to fight somebody that's upset. If they are upset and I choose not to fight them, I should never just go, oh, I'm not going to fight you, and turn around and walk off. Because now I can get hit with something, he can grab my neck, there's all sorts of bad stuff. So always face your opponent, always have your hands up to where I can get in close if I need to, I can make some defense, and always kind of blade off. Now, true story, almost every time somebody's going to throw a sneak attack overhand right, they almost always blade off and look down, as if they're going to walk away, right? So Daniel will show you what you mean. I'm up here, hey man, look right there, boom. So they almost always do this kind of turn down before they come back over top and try to hit me. I need to be aware of that. So when I see that, I know that's what's coming. So as my partner blades off, my hands are up, and I like to come to this inside tricep. So this should look very similar to another video that we did. So this inside bicep grip with my hand on the tricep. This is important. So again, I'm just going, hey man, what's up, you know? So here, like cover my head. I like to think about, I want to stab them in the bicep with my elbow, here. Okay? I also don't want to be at the end of that punch. So if I'm at the end, I don't move forward, it still hits me. So what I want to do is close the distance. I want to take all the horsepower off. Look, I moved in tight. His strike had far less, you still got hit, but it had far less steam on it. Let's look at a couple different ways to do stuff from here. I like to grab this, my right hand's going to pummel for an underhook, and now I've got him in this sort of clinch spot. It's not unlikely that he could maybe punch me with like maybe his right arm, but I can steer that pretty well. His left arm is pretty much useless. He could probably come over top, but here, that's all good for me. Let's look at, here we are in this, I've got the underhook and an overhook on the bicep. A really, really simple takedown. So I'm gonna take my back foot and I'm gonna pick up, in this case, his left foot. Put my head over his and set him straight down. So let's look at that again. He throws his overhand right, boom. Here, underhook. I'm going to take my back foot and I'm going to pick up his left foot. My head goes in his shoulder and I put his head behind his hips. Let's look at that from another angle. So, hey man, I'm in trouble here, under, here, and set it down. And we'll get another angle. All right. Hey man, I'm in trouble here. Underhook, back leg picks this up, and look, it's important that I keep my ear in his shoulder. That's what's going to take his head and put it behind his hip. So I pick this up, here, use my head as a background. I do not have to go to the ground with him if I choose not to. So that's just a really quick review. Hope you enjoy it. Go practice. See you guys on the mat.